Hello, Christoph, to our release event.
Hi, Oliver.
Yeah, Christoph joined me that we are able to talk about news in the powertrain system area. And I'm already curious what we will hear from Christoph. Uh, what is an important topic? And I said it already, it's a productivity, it is engineering efficiency, modeling setup time, and we have in Cruise M quite a lot of wizards, and I assume we have also this time new wizards available. What can you tell us?
That's right. Thank you for the question, Oliver. So we have in the Vehicle Thermal Management System area, the VTMS area, we have a new wizard for a heat exchanger. It's the plate heat exchanger. For this wizard, you only need some rough geometry input of the heat exchanger. You need the measurement data. And together with this input, you can then parameterize and tune the heat exchanger model to fit to the measurement data. Also in the background, an optimization is done that it's really representing the heat exchanger you measured before.
Yeah, when you have set up such an VTMS and especially as a refrigerator cycle, it's often an issue to set up the right initial conditions. I heard that also here there is some support now in the new version.
Exactly, yeah. So here in the refrigerant circuit, of course, the pH diagram is very important. So the pressure enthalpy diagram. And for this, of course, you can set the boundary conditions of this cycle, of the refrigerant cycle. And here, if you're not happy with the conditions, with these initial conditions, you can on the fly select them and just rearrange them. You have to drag and drop the corners of the cycle and can fit them to the values you want to have.
Yeah, this was a lot about the model setup and parameterization. What's new on the kernel side, on the simulation side?
Yeah, here we did a lot in the background. So the solver stability as well as the solver speed increased. So we have now a speed up to the version before of approximately 40%. And to the Cruise M version 2-3 years back, we have a speed up of 3 times. So the refrigerant circuit simulations are now up to 3 times faster than they were 2 years ago. And also for the stability, we have now a much more robust refrigerant circuit simulation to have here a stable simulation running.
Yeah, that was the deep dive into the VTMS application, which is typically something which is also concentrating then for integration task and also considering in detail the individual components. When we go back in the development cycle, in the concept phase, there, of course, efficiency is also very much important, how to set up here simulation tasks, what is new for people in the early phase of the development process.
Yeah, as you know, Oliver, in the early phase, so at the very beginning, it's important to model the stationary tasks to get a feeling if the defined specification can meet the KPIs. And for this, we already launched some stationary tasks before. So we have the full acceleration available, we have the elasticity task available. And with this version, we now also have the possibility to do hill climbing, so to do the inclination by just one task definement. So we can here select the inclination component, just drop it into the system, and then define the different boundary conditions to model the different inclinations based on the gear and on the velocity of the vehicle.
So this is for climbing performance, also for traction force, there is something new?
Yes, also for the stationary task traction force, we have now the possibility to do this automatically with the dedicated traction force component. So here you just have to select this task. You can then also define your boundary conditions, and then you can also run the stationary tasks of the traction force, having here the results of the traction force depending on the inclination, but you can also here see very easily the results of the surplus force, which is the traction force, considering then the different resistances. So in the video, you can see here the traction force in red, and the surplus you see here, the blue lines, depending on the inclinations, which are the green lines in the background.
So I understand. So the goal is that user not are just supported to set up the simulation task, but also get then a very nice and tailored result and KPI representation.
Of course, because the stationary task simulation don't stop with the simulation. Also, post-processing is very important. And here we want to highlight the results to get an easy support of the decision.
Okay, so how can the people access this? Is this also part of the SV suite available?
Yes, of course. So it's not only of the new Cruise M24 one, it's also available in the new V Suite because of as you know, the V Suite also contains Cruise M in the background. So all the new features are also available for the V Suite.
Yeah, then thank you, Christoph. Thank you for joining and keeping us up on the news of Cruise M and system simulation. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Oliver.